Well, the Walt Disney Company talks about copying pieces of each one of their parks into all of their other parks. Universal Studios Great Britain might be breaking ground very soon. There are signs of movement. Let's talk about that on That Park Place. Hello, I am Jonas J. Campbell, an investigative reporter for That Park Place, and with me is my Batman, Vash Sky. Vash, how you doing?
Doing very well, thank you so much for bringing me on this momentous occasion of talking about theme parks, both domestic and international. Interesting.
That's right. That's right. We got to cover this earlier. Some of the great reporting from Alicia Stella over at Theme Park Stop that sounds like it's going to be a completely different set of attractions from the Florida parks that they're doing over here in the United States. And while it was rumored then, it sounds like they might actually be starting on this thing very soon. Vash, tell us what's going on.
Well, it is still moving through the government approval stages. I'll put it that way. That is for sure happening. But Leaves on the Lawn says Universal Great Britain News work is underway to create a proposal for changes to the roadways nearby. This statement here. I would like to first inform you about some news that emerged just before Christmas. Universal Destinations and Experiences has chosen Bedford as their preferred European location for a theme park resort and associated housing. The site, if it should go ahead, is located within the proposed Kempston Harwick New Settlement Area Policy HOU 14. The idea is not currently a firm proposal, and detailed work is being undertaken to assist Universal in making, quote, go, no-go decision to pursue this project. As part of this work, a detailed VISSIM highway model of the A421 covering this route from the M1 and to the A1 has been prepared, and this has been shared with the council. This is hugely beneficial as it offers the opportunity for a significant saving in time for the work we need to undertake with National Highways to overcome their objections. And you can actually see the site actually has some diggers on it. Fencing has been spotted on the southern parcel of the land at Universal Great Britain right here. Really, really interesting stuff that people are connecting with this park right here, and people have actually visited the site, interestingly enough, and people have discovered that, well, now you can't get past this area. This video from Universal Studios Great Britain, as this is being evaluated for potentially where Universal Great Britain will wind up. And you can actually see the scale of this thing. It is massive. And for reference, it's about the same park size as Epic Universe, including expansion pads.
Oh, wow. So this is even larger than what we've seen from the actual footage of Epic. Sorry, the fly-throughs and the scale of the Epic Universe park.
As you can probably imagine, they're going to need hotels. They're going to need some type of city walk type experience. I would imagine, not only just the park itself. So this has to be big enough to support the surrounding infrastructure as well, similar to what Epic Universe is doing currently.
The rumors right now are these will be more British themed attractions at this park in particular, and won't be in common with any of the Epic Universe stuff. There was a rumor that they were getting Lord of the Rings for Epic Universe, and now the rumor has shifted that they have the theme park rights to use Lord of the Rings in Great Britain, as well as 007, Paddington Bear, and I can't think of any other British IPs off the top of my head that would check the box there. Of course, does Universal have the rights to Harry Potter in the UK, or are those spoken for already?
No, if they don't have them, they can get them. I'll put it that way. The rumor suggests that Wizarding World would make up a big presence in this park right here for sure. The UK audience has reacted very strongly to that. People come from the UK quite frequently to Florida in order to engage in the Wizarding World, and so that's where a lot of people are believing that whatever they do in Great Britain might be unique to what they've done in other areas, particularly Florida, so as to not cannibalize the visitation going forward.
This is so fascinating to me, because there's another part of me that wonders if they do all of this over here in a Universal UK park, if they might go ahead and start thinking about putting some of that in the United States, because as we've spoken to before on other parts of this channel, Disney right now is talking about, oh, we'll do another Pandora over here. We'll do another World of Frozen over here. We might bring this thing that already exists somewhere else in the world and put it in this other park that you're already familiar with. So the idea of this being uh, a completely new park, soup to nuts, as they say, and they don't say that anymore. I think this is fascinating. Of course, this also speaks to the fact that Universal Studios itself in Florida might need some revamping as well, and there might be some open space there in the near future. Vash, what are you thinking is how long is this going to take, basically?
This stuff typically takes a little while. You have to get through multiple planning stages. There are obviously people in the surrounding area that are, not necessarily the biggest fans of a theme park coming in there, in their part of the world right here. So there's going to be a public comment period, I'm sure. I remember the prior plan to bring Universal to London. That was held up by environmentalist groups and so forth, and that took a little while just to get to the stage in which Universal eventually said no. So I would think this is at the earliest 7 years away, if not more. It takes a little while for these things to be developed. We've seen this with Disneyland Paris and how Disney, I think it took them 10 years or not 10 years, but yes, it's 6 years or so to develop those plans and get that park opened in 1992. So now modern construction timelines and the back and forth with the city, about 7-8 years, I would say.
Now, with that being said, of course, the other rumored site here, and we think that Universal is just holding on to this card to play at a later date. The other site was Port Aventura, which it sounds like they might be taking an interest there and maybe even expanding that park, which is that in Spain or in Portugal?
That's Spain. Yes. They Disney and Universal have looked at Spain as a potential site for decades now, and well, obviously Disney took a little bit of a different tack because Paris ended up providing them the deal of a lifetime, as Michael Eisner would probably put it. So that's left Universal kind of kicking the tires on it and saying, should we necessarily get involved here? They were involved at one point with Port Aventura. However, they did pull out of that under previous ownership. This is before NBC Universal was acquired by Comcast. So, a little bit different things at stake there. Comcast definitely believes in the theme park product, though. They want to bring it out to multiple sectors of the world. Spain, I think, is definitely in the mix right here, but we've heard a lot in terms of the rumors of where they would like to go next. Great Britain, I think, is at the top of the list, though.
Oh, I think so too. And some of the things that they've talked about for this park, I can't wait for another one of those huge announcement videos. I think they're waiting for Epic Universe to be to be started, and maybe even talking about its first expansion before they would announce anything concrete here.
I would agree.
Vash, is there anything else that you want to tell us here? Do you have any secrets? Do you know how much the butterbeer is going to cost?
Well, I think given tracking the increase in prices in butterbeer from before, I think we can confidently say it might be about 6 or 7 years or so by the time this place opens.
Ooh, so, man, essentially for a cup of soda, a frothy cup of soda. That being said, my kids always ask for it when they go to the park. They don't ask for the blue milk when we went to Disney's Hollywood Studios, but they definitely want butterbeer. Amazing.
Oh. It's an amazing drink, and they should eclipse about $250 million in sales next year. Enough product to actually fill up Disneyland's Rivers of America with just butterbeer. So it has been unbelievably successful for them. Just crazy amounts of product sold. You got to give it up to them. I mean, they know how to bring some of these worlds to life with the items that you expect from those worlds, and they've been successful with that. I expect them to duplicate the success in Great Britain.
Well, so with that being said, we don't know if this park is going forward here, so we would love to throw it to the comment section here. Will the people of the UK approve this park, or will there be an equivalent to our Boston Tea Party over there? Will there be a Bedfordshire butterbeer party over there, throwing all of that butterbeer into the sea? Let us know in the comment section down below. Like this video if you like this video, and consider subscribing to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.